There's the Hurricane and his sidekick in the GM's office. But who's in the GM's chair, JR?
I have no idea, King. It's not Eric Bischoff. That's for damn sure.
Oh, no!
You've got to be kidding me.
Surprise! I bet you two didn't expect to see the coach in the general manager's chair.
You're the new general manager of Raw?
What's up with that?
Well, Mr. McMahon likes to say that I'm the interim general manager and that he's still looking for a permanent replacement. But I think we all know that he's just saying that to smooth over some bruised egos. I mean, where's he gonna find a better GM than the coach?
All right, well, if you're done talking about yourself, let's talk about Triple H and what he did to me last week.
I was just getting to that. Don't rush the coach, or I'll strip you of your title shot. Just kidding. The coach is famous for his sense of humor. Now, I know you two gentlemen are skeptical, but let me make a couple of matches for you as a show of good faith. Now, I can't put you and Triple H against each other just yet, or it would spoil WrestleMania for the coach's fans. But I will give you a shot tonight against Triple H's right-hand man, Ric Flair, in a submission match. And as for you, Hurricane, I'm going to give you exactly what you were looking for last week. A World Heavyweight title match tonight against Triple H himself.
A title match? What is he thinking?
Holy career opportunity. But Citizen Coach, what happens when I beat Triple H tonight and win the World Heavyweight title? Surely you don't expect me to fight my sidekick at WrestleMania.
You beat Triple H for the World Heavyweight title? You're a funny guy, Hurricane. Sometimes I think you're almost as funny as me. Now move along, gentlemen. The coach is a busy man, and you've got matches to prepare for.
What an absolute jackass.
What has Raw done to deserve that moron as a general manager?
The time comes when we must stand and fight against the odds. And the size of the opponent can make no difference. To be a real champion is the ultimate test. To win is the ultimate goal.
I came to crush anybody in my way. They getting hit with the chin music. Punk straight getting it. My team coaches.
The following contest is a submission match. On the way to the ring, from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. The opponent, from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 317 pounds, Batista.
seen his opponent work the same area of his body.
That's a recipe for disaster for sure. What a reversal.
I'm so disgusted with Batista, JR. He could have stayed with Triple H and Ric Flair in Evolution and continued to ride the coattails of two of the greatest legends in this business. Instead, he threw it all away.
What are you talking about, King? Batista never rode anyone's coattails.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Ric Flair's a 16-time world champion, JR. 16 times. There's not a WWE superstar in history who's done that.
Yeah, and if a single one of those title reigns didn't start with the dirtiest player in the game taking some liberties with the rules, I'll eat my damn hat.
This is the perfect chance for a finisher.
So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
Oh, no. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you got one right every now and then. There's absolutely no question in my mind that Ric Flair is one of the true legends of this business. I just think it's a shame that many of his accomplishments are based on cheating.
We could see a finishing move right here. His opponent telegraphed that one. I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just another superstar with more muscles than brains, as far as I'm concerned.
You couldn't be more wrong, King. I've always found Batista to be extremely intelligent. You don't often see anyone put anything past him in the ring or outside it. He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We could see a tap
Based on cheating.
We could see a finishing move right here. Remind me to never try and step between these guys, JR.
That would be hazardous to your health for sure, King. What a phenomenon is the animal Batista. You talk about a force of nature, you're looking at him right there.
Force of nature? More like freak of nature, if you ask me. The fact that Batista even considers himself a main eventer is ridiculous.
He's a world heavyweight champion, King. In my book, as long as you... And it's been reversed.
Look at these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors.
Can you believe we're actually watching these superstars go at it, JR?
It's great to see, King. I've been looking forward to this match for a long time, and I'm glad to see that it's not a disappointment. What a phenomenon is the animal Batista. You talk about a...
Oh my gosh! This could be the finisher!
I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
Of course it's personal, JR. Anytime you step into the ring with someone who wants to beat you down in order to win the match, it's personal.
I guess I can't argue with that, King. I just wonder if they'll be able to settle their differences in this match, or if it's going to wind up bigger than that.
No matter who wins this one, everyone's going to feel the effects of this match tomorrow.
No doubt about it, King. But if you win, you don't have to deal with hurt pride on top of it. And it's been reversed.
I think I know who's going to win this match, but no matter who wins this one, everyone's going to feel the effects of this match tomorrow.
No doubt about it, King. But if you win, you don't have to deal with hurt pride on top of it.
See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just another superstar with more muscles than brains as far as I'm concerned.
You couldn't be more wrong, King. I've always found Batista.
He can hit his finisher right now. You've got to love Ric Flair. The Nature Boy doesn't let anything stand in his way.
Yeah, including the rules. I tell you, if Flair wasn't a WWE superstar, he'd make a great lawyer or politician.
Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over.
I think the best is yet to come in this match, JR.
I agree with you 100%. Whenever you put abilities of this caliber in a match together, it just gets better and better. And there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fans.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover.
Here's what the fans came to see.
Oh my gosh! The Batista bomb! He shook the entire arena with that one!
The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out to this! I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do...
What a counter! JR?
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again.
What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go. Uh-oh. Looks like he wants to end this right here.
There it is! Animal power right there. That went nowhere.
So who do you think's gonna win this match, JR?
I'm not even going to hazard a guess. And there's the submission! There might not be any way out of it!
There better be, but we're gonna see a tap out right here. I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
Boy, I think I've had nightmares about trying to do something like that, King.
Oh no! What's he gonna do here?
The Batista bomb! My God, what an impact!
I think this one could go either way, JR.
It sure could. Until the referee calls for the bell, this is still anyone's match.
Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding! This will rearrange your anatomy.
He reversed it. It looks like they're slowing the pace down a bit here.
Maybe so. But one...
Boy, these superstars have impressed the heck out of me here tonight.
Same here, King. We expected a solid...
I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
I don't think anyone's walking away from this match unscathed.
No doubt about it, King. This was going to be hell on the anatomy for sure. He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR. It's like he read his opponent's mind. Match unscathed.
No doubt about it, King. This one's going to be hell on the anatomy for sure.
These superstars are putting everything on the line here in this match.
They sure are.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious. I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss-up in my life, King.
That submission is locked in, JR, and this is a tough hole to break.
It sure is, King. And even if you... Well, there it is. That's the match.
Here's your winner, Batista!
Triple H isn't very concerned about tonight's title defense, JR.
The odds may be stacked against the Hurricane, there's no doubt. But that young hero has all the heart in the world.
Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through.
King, you know what they say. Anything can happen in the WWE.
Some kryptonite in that sledgehammer. That's gotta be the shortest title defense on record, JR.
It wasn't even a defense. The damn match didn't ever start. But I guarantee you one thing, Triple H isn't going to get off that easy at WrestleMania.
I wonder what our interim general manager is gonna do about this.
Where you at? The king.